So hello everyone, Myrmonden here, welcome to another review of episode 21. A really good episode of Ballroom again. As always, right, I love this anime. So it's not biased, but no, it's a really good episode. Like, I liked that Marissa set them up to be these different forms. I really liked that Kugimyas is very traditional, right? He's like, woman, shut up, get to the kitchen. And it's kind of his thing, right? He's like, you don't speak, I do the dancing, you just need to be pretty. He has that kind of, yeah, that definitely that kind of personality, right? I'm not saying he has to be that at home, but it's like that's kind of how he's presented, right? Of course, his dance is very classic. It's like Vienna, and as I talked about the Vienna waltz, it's perfect for him because it's a basic of basic. It's a perfect whole. It's very important. So I like the whole thing there when he went into this painting, and Ho's like, I like that he's back. He has a very nice painting dance style. So you see the painting, you see it like dancing, and it's like inside of the painting. Like, yeah, he's back to like with the Markashan thing, with the blossom thing. I was like, yeah, nice, the painting on again. Gotta love it. And he compares them to, of course, Tatara and Shisha. It's like this crazy, innovative hype guys that just run around and do crazy stuff, right? So I liked it. I liked the whole thing. Great. And also great that, of course, Marissa has set it up purposely. It's like, this thing here is super traditional. This thing here is crazy and unpredictable. Let's see what happens. But Hor made a good point. I was like, isn't it pretty unboring, though? If one couple is way better than a couple, you can't really compare those two different styles if one is like way up here and one is bottom, right? But obviously they are better, but like as the basic. And Hordo whole massage thing was apparently to ruin it. It's gonna be better for him, right? But I mean, yeah, he's like, I had his plan, loosened up all his muscles, now he has no strength, and his movement are larger, so it's more flashy, and he doesn't anything. Because of course Hordo didn't tell him anything, he just pushed him over the cliff, and was like, you gonna go by, and it goes kinda like that for him. So I love the moment there where Shizuka and Mako were like, something is wrong with Tatara. Oh, you noticed that? Like, yes, I did this thing with his body. It's like, you? What have you done? It's like, come on. It's a failed experiment. Sorry. Yeah, he's quite serious depression, Wardo, I guess. As with his mom. Yeah, he's quite like, well, no, I failed. Yeah, better luck next time. Kind of like, not much of a friend. That part was great, though. Also, just notice that God when they ignored God used, but notice that was great. But anyway, the main part right is the door thing. And I like that. I like that the ending now makes a lot more sense, ending too. Because before, it felt like it was just like a courtship thing with Tatara, more like flirting, or more like a romantic thing, right? So it's like, can I open your door for you, miss? And she's like, no, I don't like you. Yeah, but it still has that though. She's like, no, I don't talk to you. And they have the kind of tsundere. But I see it's a romantic kind of ending, right? Definitely much more romantic. And also the whole, as I mentioned, I did this like ending adaptation way back, 9 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago. And when I did that, how the best to that, the color scheme and also how they meet each other in the ending, that is very much typical, shoujo, much more like, romantic anime. I would say at least, a lot more of that. And that is still there in the ending, even though I see that now with the door thing here, that is still there. So, but now it feels like a mix of a romantic flirting kind of with her, and also in a way like, can we open the door? Because the ending does end with them opening the door together, as I saw in this episode, right? So it had, I guess, some foreshadowing at the ending then. So that's very interesting as well. So the whole thing, I loved it. I loved the whole Shisan, breaking the door. She's Sundara. She's like, move away, boy. This door is going down. Like, yeah, kicking them through. It's like a horror movie or something when you destroy the door and you get back. It's like time loop thing. You're like, wasn't I just here? And it's like, miss, open the door for me. And of course, she has to kind of open the door. She has to make him open the door. That should be kind of the natural thing. And he keeps destroying them because she's way too much of a leader. And then open it together. So, from that, maybe I'm wrong here, but I read this, or I mean, analyzed this thing, but I see this as them leading both. I see this thing as they're both now leading. I don't see it as her helping him lead, or her becoming the leader. I see it more as, okay, so no, both Tatara and Chinatsu are leaders, I guess. Because he's kind of like a follower, right? He's kind of like a person like, oh, you do your best now, you help you. He has a follower personality, right? She has a tsundere personality, a super dominant person. He's quite submissive, right? So they are, if the Genne was reversed, it wouldn't be much problem because he's the man, he has to lead. And Noah Fist has this weird moment as horses it's scary. You know, they're both trying to lead. You know, they're kind of lead together. Weird. Yeah, so I guess they reach this new level of power there where they are both leaders. And I don't know, is that better or not? He's like horse has this feels like a untested territory here, having two equally strong leaders. It's very yeah, it's like I don't know if that was good. Going to point system, it probably is horrible in the beginning, but it probably makes it dance better. I mean, I'm saying, like, as explained several times in this anime, it's like in the beginning of the ballroom heats, right? You get points only how much the man stands out, like the man technique, and then later on you get points by both of them, and then you also have the dance queen and so on, right? So you can do those things. And so I would guess that having both equal leaders is at the amazing dancing, but otherwise should make them have less points, right, in the beginning. As Kugimyas, he's the master of not caring about that, he just cares about himself, and he looks really, really awesome, and he did really shines for him instead. Never sees him all the time, right, and never sees his partner, he's at the reverse of Tatara. He's super dominant leader, right, and that gives him more points. It's easy to see him, it's easy to spot him in the beginning, but probably doesn't help him actually when you do the average thing. So, I guess, but it feels like they're probably gonna win them because having those two, the leaders, both of them, then doing the whole thing. Because right now they are at more of the end game, right? So right now, maybe I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think that right now at least they're past those only the man point gears, and now it's about both the man and the females, combined value, and that is how they judge them right now. I think so. Maybe I misstated this, but I think that's how it is right now, right? So it should happen more now that they're doing this, equal value of dance, because it should, hopefully, equalize the points, right? So they both get like a 9 out of 10 each, which would be a 9 average. Maybe in Kugimyas team it's like 10-7. That's like a, an 8.5 in average. They will beat them, right? So I think that it's better for them. Overall, very interesting. The course, she's like popped out the shadow there, and Kugimyas like, what's that thing? I don't get my dance. I was now he has this worldview. It's like this void of darkness, and his partner is dressed in black, and he doesn't black. Right there, he's black and white, and he's like, "What is this color? A woman in the red dress?" It's like, "What? Get out of my dream world!" I just love that, and also interesting because she's the one. Now it's she's son, right? She was entering the soul, opening the door, entering the soul, and being seen by him instead of actually being Tatara last time. So interesting, very interesting. So good for Shishan. She leveled up a lot there, right? But also made the whole team better as well. But generally, very, very awesome. Also, more minor reporter episode. I don't know. I like the reporters talking to surrounding Gadyu and us not knowing her name. Can emphasize again, I guess, that he's this massive lead, that she's just kind of there. Oh yeah, before that, that was really cute to see. We get to see Chinatsu, of course. She's not Chinatsu, but of course Shengaku's partner as a what could she be? 15 maybe, 15, 16. I think like 15, 14, probably 15. I think in a flashback there, with Shizuka as a kid. And she's like, oh, all my men are bad, and yeah, I get to see her. That was cute too, and how she was like super dominant, like, oh, they're all horrible. And then she was like, yeah, I remember her as a kid. And then she found Sengoku, the crazy guy, and then she's exploded over the dance floor when he was the lead. And he's like, his style was perfect for her. That was cute to seeing her. Yeah, I forgot about that. It's just a nice flashback there. I guess they're referring to how Shisan kind of also is. Yeah, I mean, she loves. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Shisan loves Shisan, right? She likes her. She wants to be like her. And I guess as we see her story with Shigoku, she's very aggressive. She beats him and so on, right? Yeah, she's a certain thing, but they are very, very similar. So she probably had the same problems when she was younger. She's like, I have no man that could stand up to my punches. No, I have this guy that I can punch and he punches me back. It's awesome. It's like, I guess that's good. Yeah, so actually it makes a lot of sense in that aspect. Last thing I didn't forget. I also like how I'm talking about what dances they're good at, and of course go back to the whole waltz, they're perfect at the waltz thing. But also like to have both Mako and Shizuka was like, nah, what I am good at is not what I like to do. Yeah, they both were like this kind of self-awareness that I like to do this dance, but I'm actually bad at it, or maybe not bad, but I like, for example, she might like tango, but she actually is the best of the balls, right? So I like that self awareness of that thing. But anyway, yeah, overall, a great episode. I found the whole thing there with Marissa. I was like, I planned this out. Flashy versus classic. That thing is like, yeah, she's a sinister lady. Well, yeah, we also saw her younger forward as well with Toro, yeah. We also saw more of the MILFs. Yeah, that's true as well. But anyway, yeah, great episode. I really enjoyed it. Hope to see you next week and have a great day.